What's going on, everybody? Today's video is going to be a controversial one. I know a lot of people aren't going to like it, but it's what has to be said. Alright, here we go. The Rational Male. A good book for all men out there watching that deals with the relationships with women that you have and female nature. Let me tell you something. I'm about to completely shatter your beliefs of what you know to be true. There is no soulmate out there for you. No matter what you think, there is no one girl out there that will be your soulmate. It's not true. Alright? Let me explain to you how it works. In a relationship, let's say there's a man, all the women in the world that he could date fall in a range, on a spectrum of compatibility with him. There's some girls that will be compatible, more towards the compatible side, and some that will fall short. You guys will get in arguments, disagreements. You guys just weren't made for each other. Your upbringings are too different. Now, girls fall everywhere. And I'm just saying this from the point of view of a man, because that's what I am. But I guess you could reverse the roles. Maybe. Actually, no, you can't. You can't, alright? So, you're a man, and you're looking for your perfect soulmate. Yeah, it's not going to happen, bro. So cut it out. There's women that will be high up on the compatibility scale, and there's women that will be down low on it, and in between, everywhere in between. Now, you might think you have your soulmate right now. She just falls somewhere on that range. There's girls that will be above her, that you'll be even more compatible with to have a relationship and start a family with. There's girls above her, and there's a lot of girls below her too, probably. Maybe the one you're dating is down low on the range. Alright, so here's what I have to say to you. There's no one girl, one partner that will fulfill you for life. It's just not true. It's just not true. It's called one-itis. When you're in a relationship because you think she's the one. A lot of guys are in relationships and they don't want to break the relationship off because they know they can't go out and get another girlfriend or another female to show interest in them. A lot of people in relationships because it's their only choice if they want to be intimate with someone. Real men have an option from a bunch of different girls and choose one. Weak men have no options but one, and that's why they stick to that one. There's two types of men in relationships, and those are the two types. Which one are you? Are you in your relationship because you know that if you were to break up with that girl and go out into the world, into school, college, work, live your daily life, another girl would come around? Do you think that would happen? And are you in that relationship because you think that won't happen? And that this is your only chance at love? Grow up. There's so many other women out there. Grow up. If you're not happy in your relationship, then you need to cut it off. It's always a bad sign when a woman has to end the relationship. Always. That means you as the man were doing something wrong. It's programmed in woman's DNA to search for the most dominant man. Just think about it. It makes total sense. Go back in time. Far, far back in time when there was tribes. Caveman days. Alright? Certain men led the tribe. That's who all the women wanted. That's why women are attracted to tall, muscular, handsome guys. The ones that are capable. Strong people. Strong men. That's who women are attracted to. Because way back when, those were the men that were leading the tribe. So that's who everyone wanted. For protection, for safety, for comfort. And nothing's changed. It's in woman's biology to just search for that man. If you're in a relationship with a girl, dating a girl, you best believe that if a more dominant man comes by, he will sweep her off her feet and she will leave you. That's all woman. No woman is exempt to this. It's how they are biologically. It's just how they are. When you accept that, you'll be a lot better off in relationships. Alright, so there is no one for you. There's no one girl. The girls in your life and in the world will fall on a range from not compatible to compatible. Compatible for a relationship. Somewhere along there is where every girl will fall. The girl that you're with right now, she could be in the middle, and there's probably 1,000, or not 1,000, a lot more girls that are compatible with you. More than she is. And there's probably a lot, the other half, that are less compatible. Realize that it's a spectrum. There's no one. That's a lie. Alright, you watch too many love movies. They make you soft. Romance movies. They make you soft, alright? Stop with all that. Too much Disney Channel. Okay? That's the first thing. There's no one girl. Second, girls are always looking for the most dominant man. The most high value guy. The one that can walk into a party and everyone knows who he is. The football player, the basketball player, the athlete, the strong, confident guy who walks with some swag. That's who they're all looking for. So if you're not that man, they'll leave you. If you're soft, if you're always complaining about things, if you can't get stuff done. Men get stuff done. They lead. Women follow, men lead. That's just the way it is biologically. If you got a problem with that, you got a problem with biology. It's the way it is. Men go out and hunt. Women take care. One is not better than the other. They're just different. It's not like, oh, man can lead and women are supposed to stay at home. That means women are inferior. I never said that. You said that. So get over it. It's different. That doesn't mean men are better or women are better. It's just a different side to the same coin. Both are needed for life and survival. Okay, I'm getting a bit sidetracked here. Alright? So first, compatibility varies. Second, woman will leave you for the more dominant guy. Third, if you're in a relationship right now, just end it. And you're under the age of 22, just end it. Just end it, okay? As my old teacher said, he's not that old, but he's not my teacher anymore. My past teacher said, don't get in a relationship until you're 22 years old. I was in a relationship at the time. I said, man, it's whatever. I was 18, so I was like, it's whatever. You know, I found the one. This is before I was taught what I'm telling y'all. You know, it'll take a long time for a lot of people to figure this stuff out. So you better listen to what I'm saying if you're a young man in today's world. He said, don't get into a relationship until you're 22 years old. You're out of college, you have a stable job, or you're making a life for yourself. I would recommend don't getting into a relationship or not getting into a relationship until the age of 30. That's what I would recommend personally. Because your 20s are the time where you build yourself as a man. That's when you grow, when you develop your business. You become financially stable, financially free. You don't have time to be worrying about women. Women come second, third, fourth. They're not your first priority. Yourself is. The bag is. Your own life is. And you don't have nothing figured out before the age of 22 at least. Nothing. Nothing with your finances. Nothing with how you're going to live your life. You ain't got none of that figured out. So why are you chasing girls? They're irrelevant. They'll leave you for the next guy. They'll leave you for the next guy. They're not important. Young men need to be focusing on themselves. On building themselves, especially 18 to 22. That's when you shape who you are as a man. That's when you go from a boy to a man. Whether it's college or whatever you're doing in life. Even if you don't go to college. But especially in college. Listen, if you're a guy, a young man going to college right now, and you have a girlfriend, and she is not going to the same college as you, boy, you're asking for trouble. It's time to break that off. Alright? Especially if she's going to a different college. You can guarantee my boy Tyrone is going to come up to her and it's over for you. Alright? You'll never know about it. You just better cut it off now. Alright? Save yourself the trouble. Now, let me just add a disclaimer in here. This is about 95% of women, alright? Just 95%. The other 5, I've seen relationships, or I've been told about relationships that have lasted since the junior year of high school, and now they're married with kids. Now, I don't know the specifics, but if they're still together under the same roof, props to them. But that's not most relationships. Listen, when a young man is growing and developing, and a young woman is developing too, they're both trying to figure their life out. But adding that relationship is an unnecessary baggage. Both people should be focusing on themselves, young women and young men. And it's especially important for young men to build a good foundation for their life. I know a lot of women, and I'm not just saying this, I'm being serious. I know women in my life, adults, who had their father to take care of them all the way up until they left the house. As soon as they left the house, they found a man, and the man took care of them. Alright, it's not a woman's job, it's not in her nature to want to lead herself. She wants a man to lead her. That's why young men need to grow into leaders, especially at a young age. I see men my age going and spending all day at their girlfriend's house. What the hell are you doing, bro? You're just getting fat over there watching Netflix with her all day. She knows that you're not doing nothing productive. Females want a man who's on his grind, who's getting better. Either who's already successful or a man they can see that's gonna be successful. They don't want no pig. Like, I'm surprised that girl hasn't dumped you yet. She's probably cheating on you. Over there getting fat with her, eating Cheetos and watching movies all day, every day, posting on your story. What are you doing, bro? Men lead. We lead tribes. We lead other people. We work hard to do that. That's what women want. You just focus on doing that and the woman will come as a prize. As a cherry on top. But you should be doing it for yourself in the first place. Too many weak men in this world today. Way too many. Too many simps. So many guys be simping over girls at a young age. What are you doing, bro? Focus on yourself. Jeez, man. So many emotionally unstable men. Acting like women. That's how women act. Now, I'm not saying you can't have emotions. You could have emotions. Just don't always be emotional. I have this one guy I know who's hitting me up about nothing. Next thing you know, he's talking about his love life. He's like, hey man, how's it going? I'm like, what's up? How you doing? We small talk. Next thing you know, I see on a story, he's crying, he's getting angry. Like, what are you doing, bro? He's wondering why his girl left him. The love of his life left him. A few months later, he's posting on a story about his new girlfriend. Man, I love her. She's so beautiful. But that turns her off. It just shows her you ain't got no options. Be the man the other men want to be. And the man the other women want. Stop being so soft. Get out of this mindset where you have to have one girlfriend for life. I'm not saying cheat. I'm just saying there's not a one soulmate out there for you. That's fake. That's not real. There's different women at different compatibilities. Now, you might think one woman is your soulmate because she's very high on the range of compatibility, so you guys blend well together, things are good. But I guarantee there's a woman above her. Too many men are forced into relationships and are trapped there. Not necessarily forced into relationships, but they're trapped there because they got no other options. If they leave, they think they're going to be lonely. Nah, man. Leave your relationship and you'll be forced to level up. That's how you'll get more girls. It'll be the biggest blessing of your whole entire life. Trust me, take the leap of faith. If you're under 22 in a relationship, what are you doing? You want to get married to that girl? You're going to miss so many opportunities with a bunch of other girls 18 to 22. How can you know that woman that you're dating at the age of 18 is a good woman for you or in general if you don't know what other women are like? Play the game for a little bit, then you settle down. Then you pick one. You don't pick the first one that comes to you. That just shows you got no options, bro. Don't settle down with one girl for your whole life. You don't know what other women are like. You're missing out on opportunities to see if you could find a girl more compatible with you. A lot of guys just get sucked into this relationship straight out of high school and, oh, I love you, I love you. This is going to last forever, we're going to get married. First of all, that's really rare. And second, you're saying that because you ain't got no other girls. Because you're not a high value man. You're too busy simping to be grinding. When you're not grinding, you ain't got no girls chasing you. You ain't got no girls interested in you except for that one, so you're stuck, you're trapped. End your relationship and level up. Then you'll see the benefits that has. Not just with women, man, but in your own life. Come on, it's time to grow up.